my name is Reuben from Singapore FinTech Association, and I work with a team of very dedicated people who do our part to come up with different projects to help to uplift our FinTech community. It's really exciting, right? What you're seeing now is that FinTech has become a hot topic among all the regulators we have come across. And that's also because more and more are actually applying for license, and the license they are applying for are all in the traditional aspect. So in this case, they are all trying to figure out what exactly is their business plan, so they can figure out whether if the licensing regime they have right now are suitable. Some of the hot topics among the regulators that they're looking at right now, number one, scams and frauds. So that is not exactly a regulation per se, but it's a concern that all of them have, and they're trying to figure out how to use regulation as a tool to tighten and reduce that. Another part they have is open banking, open finance. So many of the countries are now exploring to that. In fact, in EU, with PSD2 taking place. So that has already materialized. In Australia, in Saudi, in UAE, everyone is all looking to how to adopt and implement open banking. So that itself is going to have a big repercussions for FinTech itself. Another part that we have is, of course, crypto. So crypto continues to be a conversation that many of them are having. Some have clarity, some haven't. In Singapore, it's crystal clear. In other countries, they are still ongoing. So essentially, but one thing that we can reconcile is that every single regulator recognizes that crypto is here to stay. In fact, as we speak right now, there's words that Trump has just become the president. There's word that Bitcoin has now shoot a 20% high to $77,000. So I think everyone can agree that it's not going away. And as we speak, they are also confident to see how to better regulate that piece. The FinTech collaboration is very important. I would dissect the FinTech collaboration into their stages. When you are pre-seed, early stages, at a POC stage or going to just starting out, you hardly can talk about collaboration, because at the point of time, it's about shaping and coming up with your product, doing a product market fit, product market pricing, and then you start to go to market. What you see a lot more now is that at the last report that we just released with PwC last month, is that now on the average, FinTech companies are about 5.5 years old. At 5.5 years old, you have already gone through a few cycles. You have already had product mix, product market fit. You have already have a few product lines, and you may have even pivot and change some of those things. At this moment, you'll be in a better position to look at collaboration, because you are clearer about which market you want to go into. You are clearer about how your product can fit into different business models, and that is where the collaboration comes in. It could be through a reseller. It could be through a system integrator. It could be bundling your product with another complementary product and co-sell it together. So, and then enter an RFP together. So there are many different forms of collaboration that you can look into right now. One is definitely stablecoins. I think everyone is all looking at stablecoins. So while stablecoin is still a form of crypto or cryptography managed token, but stablecoins does present itself as a very good opportunity for our traditional players to look at how to minimize costs, but also for more players to then tap into to carry out the function of cross-border payment. Stablecoins availability may even provide fund transfer as a service for many other companies, because now they have already played, they can tap into it. Second part that you want to look into is how governments, regulators of central banks of different countries are now looking into supporting e-wallet to wallet direct transfer. So Project Nexus is one perfect example. And so if Project Nexus do take off, it will actually open up a regional market that we have not seen before. Would really love to see how Gen AI, advanced AI to really help to support the reduction of scam and frauds. So that you can actually anticipate a potential fraud, you can anticipate a potential scam before the scam really takes place. I think the whole idea is in prevention. So typically you have prevention, detection, enforcement. So essentially, if we can get into the prevention stage way earlier, that would actually help all of us to build a safer place for everybody. On top of that, I would also like to see in terms of customization of the solutions, you see, because I think in a very diverse B2C space, if you're in a B2C business, Gen AI will be in the right position to help you to create a personalized experience. So in that sense, when it comes to cross-border payment, when it comes to fund transfer, I think it will be very essential to see how we can actually have the app can even remind me way in advance. Look, Reuben, I think I suspect the rates are going to go against you. You're going to Japan. You're going to Japan for holiday the next 3 months. You probably should chase some money now. So in that sense, it becomes not just only fund transfer or exchange rates for me about holiday. It can even become my own fund manager or my forex manager, and then become a little forex manager and make some money out of it.